got someone coming in. Who am I to let this guy say what we can and can't do?
We need to go. Yeah, I guess we'll just go bowling and then.
No, because every single time we go bowling, we're so bored by the end of it.
Because you guys don't take it seriously.
Dude, bowling is so dumb.
No, you just suck.
Okay, guys. So the current situation is we were gonna go to this Top Golf type of place called Tee Shots. And that's what we were gonna do tonight.
I guess it's a bunch of closes at 9.
It closes at 9. So, and it's 8:40 something. It was like 8:30 something whenever we picked Garrett up.
Should call back.
Call him over and over, and he should be like, "Hey, does this place close at 9?" You just ask them that over and over.
Yes.
Bro, Nathan, you remember when we used to prank call people?
Yes. Oh my god.
We would call like places like 7-Elevens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we would be like, "Help, I'm stuck in the bathroom and I think it's gonna blow." And we had this speaker and we would just like play really loud fart sounds.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, seriously.
It was like the most like prepubescent boy thing to do.
What did they think of it?
Oh no.
You remember that one time when Adam ordered in Arabic at McDonald's and they actually knew what he was talking about? Adam literally, he was like doing a bunch of Turkish, and then he said, "Oh, Trevor Scott burger," and I'm like, okay, he's gonna understand that. No, it would have been funny if the guy just started talking to him in Turkish back.
Yeah.
We got Turkish people working at the McDonald's in the Midwest. We are going to Waffle House at some point tonight, but that does put a bit of a fork in the road that we can't go to Tee Shots. I hope Jason Tatum better be like ready for the playoffs. He better be good by the playoffs.
He's literally fine.
I don't know, man. Those twisted ankles are pretty serious. As someone who's dealt with a couple twisted ankles in his time. Bro, I swear, playing at Grayson's church, there is like a 20% chance each time you step foot on that court that you are going to be injured by the end of practice.
Wow.
We play hard there. Mostly because we got a bunch of old heads that berate us whenever we do anything wrong. Come on, man, you gotta cut.
We should go to the Prospect Taco Bell.
Okay.
Question number 1. What camera do you use?
So, right now, we're using my phone. But, for our normal videos, we use the Canon Rebel T2i. What?
Just a happy dude. Body weight.
Body weight. I currently, right now, weigh probably like between 161 and 163.
Nathan?
Right now, 145.
Nathan's put on a good amount of weight. What did you start at last summer?
120.
He started at 120 last summer, so he's put about 20 pounds on.
I'm like 187.
How much have you lost?
10 pounds.
Nice.
That's real. Yeah.
Please give me advice. How did you do it?
Oh, okay, I remember. This is in reference to my last cut. I starved myself.
Yep, that's not how you cut.
I'm doing it differently this time.
Vegan?
No, animals are delicious.
What's your height?
I'm like 5'11", 6 foot in that range. What about you?
5'8". How long have you been working out for?
Me, now. What's 6 months from now?
You can use AI for that.
September.
Oh man, almost 2.5 years. What about you,
I've
guys?
been working out for like a year and 6 months.
Almost 2 years.
About 2 years.
What
about
about
a year
you?
and 9 months.
What about you, Nathan? Like when you started taking it seriously.
When I started taking it seriously,
So, like about a
probably-
year.
I mean,
Last summer was when you
I
really
wouldn't even
started
consider
it.
summer. I mean,
Yeah, wait, no, it was the winter arc thing.
Yeah, it was
the
definitely
winter
the
arc
winter
trend.
arc,
Yeah, the winter arc
I-
trend was the
yeah.
thing that got Nathan.
I started, I guess, consistently going. I would honestly say November.
Yeah, okay.
Like start of November is when I started.
So like
actually.
6 months.
Yeah, about yeah.
What's your favorite workout routine?
Is this like what my split is?
No, what's your favorite one? What's your favorite day, I guess?
Like chest day.
Oh, yeah, probably arms.
Yeah, yeah, arms as well. I'd
Yeah.
say that.
I'm gonna say back and biceps. What split do you do?
So this is my split. I do rest on Sunday. Monday I do arms and mid delts. Tuesday I do chest. Wednesday I do back and mid delts and rear delts. I don't hit front delts on my back days anymore just because, well, first of all, I'm not bulking, so I'm not going to put on muscle anyways, so I don't want to overdo it. But when you're hitting chest, you're hitting your front delt enough anyways. So Thursday I hit arms again, and then Friday I do chest and specifically lats, and then Saturday is leg day.
I do push-pull legs.
I do. Okay. Monday I do chest and triceps. Tuesday I do back and biceps, and then Wednesday I do legs and abs. Then Thursday I do shoulders, rear delts, and traps, and then Friday I do arms. And then depending, usually on the weekends I do forearms and just my weak points. Like most of the time I just do shoulders because I just want really good sized shoulders. But yeah, that's usually it.
But he's scrolling on Instagram.
Yeah.
Are you going into priesthood?
No, probably not. I
Into
don't
what?
into priesthood.
Oh.
I don't think I would make a very good priest. Definitely not as I am right now. Like I'm not strictly against it or anything. I just don't think I'd be all that good at it.
Should I do cardio before or after lifting weights?
You shouldn't do it at all. It's a waste of
No,
time.
that's not true.
Just eat less, fatty.
That's not true. Do cardio.
Just put the
also.
fork down.
Do cardio also.
I've been
I'll-
doing cardio after my workouts. Just kidding.
The hell is this guy talking? If you do your cardio, do it after the workout.
Yeah, do not do it beforehand. It
Or
doesn't.
you'll
It
feel
just doesn't.
tired.
Yeah, it
that's-
just
no.
exhausts you.
You
for the
can
workout.
you can do like a 5-minute quick warm up thing.
Yeah, just get your heart rate up, sure.
Yeah.
But like,
Don't do your full 30 minutes or 25 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever.
if your objective is losing weight. If you want to do aerobics and things like that for your heart health, do that. But yeah.
The best time of day to work out.
I don't.
Whenever it works
Whenever
for
it's
you.
most convenient to
Whenever
you.
it works for you, I guess.
I preferably probably after school or work.
Yeah,
I
right
mean,
after school is
It's a
usually
good
when-
stress reliever for
Yeah.
me at least. I mean, I don't really.
Yeah, just whenever you can. Once you start getting a good enough physique, working out becomes fun
Yeah.
because you get to see the pump, you get to see all that.
I wouldn't honestly do it too early in the morning because then you're gonna be tired. But then guess
Yeah.
what? If you do it too late in the night,
Honestly, on days that we don't have school, I'm at the gym probably within like an hour and a half of waking up. So
I'm the opposite. I don't
yeah,
have to
Nathan's gonna go to the gym after we drop him off.
Seriously?
Run at
Yeah.
12.
Sigma.
Oh.
How do I break through a strength plateau?
That's actually Jared's probably the guy to talk to more on that than me.
I just say, like, if you want to get your bench up, bench more consistently and work on parts of your, like, the different parts of your bench, I guess, if that makes sense. So you can do stuff like Larson press. You can do this thing called pin press where you don't go all the way down. Or just train what you're doing more consistently, I guess, and hop on a program if you can find one.
Honestly, find a program, and a lot of times when you are actually in a plateau, I would say go down in weight actually a little bit. Go down in weight and do a little bit more reps. I feel like just getting more familiar with the movement, but also just
Yeah,
like
form's important.
make sure your form is perfect, because a lot of the times you can go up like 20, 30 pounds on your PR just by fixing issues with your form. There's also a lifting belt There's also squat, like knee wraps, knee sleeves, or whatever. Yeah, those are things that you should all be using anyways. If you're going, 85% of your PR or higher, you should be doing something like that. Stay safe, guys.
Do women turn into Ronnie Coleman if they lift weights?
Is that actually a question?
No, the question is, do women
So-
get bulky from lifting weights?
Women,
Hey,
no.
in the words of Dr. Mike, yeah, this happens alarmingly fast.
Yep,
Women will work out one day and turn into Mr. Olympia bodybuilders the next.
it's true. So
It's very scary.
for the very, very small amount of females that watch my channel,
None.
for some reason, like literally,
None.
I think it's like
None.
7% at
No.
most. So for the very small amount of females that watch the channel, let me put it in perspective for you. This is 5 pounds. This is 5 pounds of muscle.
That's actually your hands.
5 pounds of muscle. This is 5 pounds of fat. Even though they weigh the same, they take up different amounts of mass. Losing this, and putting on this, you will look better, and you will still be able to stay at a healthy weight if you lose fat and put on muscle. Well, how do you do that? You gotta
Steroids.
Okay. You gotta be on the sauce for a little. You gotta take steroids. But no,
What?
you're
LeBron
not.
calls game.
LeBron calls
LeBron
game.
calls
LeBron
game.
did not call game. He lied about that too.
No, it literally did.
Okay. So yeah, if you're a woman, lift weights, lift heavy, and take creatine. I think every single human should take creatine, whether or not you want to lift weights. It helps brain function. Oh,
LeBron calls game.
If you don't, that's a notification for you. Everyone should be taking creatine. It helps with brain function. It makes you stronger. Yes, you are going to hold some more water weight. No, it's not going to make you look bloated. Your muscles have water in them anyways, so you might as well put more water into it. No, it's not going to cause your arms to explode because there's so much water in there. No, it doesn't make you lose hair. That's a myth. No, your kidneys aren't going to, no, your liver's not going to explode. You would have to be taking 100 grams a day for multiple years before it would start becoming a problem. So yeah,
What's the most annoying people think do at gym?
the guys that go, yeah,
Weightlifting, or,
no, it's the old heads that do 50 sets on each thing.
Yeah. Or I guess people using improper form, maybe, like not using an exercise.
Teenagers. Those guys suck.
Yeah, those people recording.
Yeah, those
just-
those douches with the camera in our gym, those guys suck.
Yeah.
Every single time someone talks to me at the gym and I tell them about the channel, I'm like, yeah, just the two douchebags with the camera.
Wow.
And they never correct me. So they all think we're douchebags.
Is it better to lift heavy with low reps or light with high reps? Well, if you want to tone the muscle, you're going to do 50 reps a set.
You need to be doing 50 reps if you want to tone the muscle. That's a joke. You can't tone the muscle. Always lift heavy. You should be at failure within 8 reps at most. I think that's yeah.
2 more. Can you... wait, I'm reading this wrong.
We're going to go to Target and put fits on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard, yeah.
How important is diet when trying to lose weight? It's
It's
basically the
very
entire point of
Yeah,
the diet.
it's 100% of it. You are not going to outburn a bad diet.
Well, yeah, that's like saying,
Yeah,
yeah,
lose weight, you need to eat a calorie deficit. Right? You got your maintenance, then subtract 500 calories.
You guys see that one girl I put on my story?
it applies to every person ever
Yes.
in the history of the world.
You are not in this household, we follow the laws of thermodynamics.
Calories and carbs.
Yes, I have people talk to me and they're like, oh, well, I barely eat anything and I can't lose
Don't
weight.
do that.
Or I've had a couple people. Or I had a couple people say, oh, I eat so much and I just can't put on weight. It's not your metabolism. Shut up. It's not. Your body needs this many calories a day to function. If you eat this many, your body will lose weight to use as energy. If you eat this much, your body's going to say, we have extra energy, and it will store this in your body as body fat.
Disclaimer, none of us have PhDs, so
I mean, it's also
don't
just
comment us in the
based on-
comments.
Even if you're eating in a calorie surplus, understand that you're probably only going to gain 1 to 2 pounds a week if you're consistent with it. If you're not
Yes.
consistent with it, you're going to either maintain the weight or maybe even decrease by
People with slow metabolisms being forced to eat 5,000 calories a day.
That's
One more.
That was a joke because people say they have a slow metabolism, but then they eat a million calories a day. So one of two things is happening. Either you're miscalculating or underestimating how many calories you're actually getting in during the day, or 2, you are the first human to ever deny the laws of thermodynamics.
Defy.
or you have like a
I've had a
serious
person actually say that that's what it was.
Did they define?
Yes,
define
I said, well, you could be the first person to ever defy the laws of thermodynamics, and the guy said, oh, well, that actually might be it. Like he said, oh, that's gotta be it. So, last question before we get to Target.
When's the Big 18?
Dude, the Big 18's coming.
No, seriously, like
That's gotta be the title of the video for the 18th
the
birthday
Big 18.
video.
No, dude, don't like encourage them. Dude. Like, oh, I got somebody coming
Are pre-workout supplements worth it?
Yes.
I don't use them. I wouldn't know.
Derek's tried them a couple times.
I tried it one time.
It's just that extra boost.
Yeah.
I mean, creatine. You're not gonna.
That's not even a pre-workout, really. That's just a supplement outside of it.
Yes, it definitely helps. No, you don't have to take it, but it helps. There's no shame in taking it. In fact, actually, you get to a point where you need it. So,
Yeah, it just gets you up and going. I mean,
Yeah.
that's really the whole point of taking like a pre-workout beforehand.
and it makes the pumps better.
And, yeah, and it increases your blood flow. I mean, it's depending on what you get. I mean, sometimes my pre-workout, I had the Rise Ring Pop. That like genuinely makes you like,
Wakes you up.
it wakes you up and it makes you feel itchy. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but like it genuinely feels like I'm on opiates or something. I'm like itching on my
Yes.
skin.
Speaking as a former opioid
yeah,
enjoyer.
Yeah.
So, actually, we can drive it talk.
Okay.
See if this works.
Yeah, I
This is
mean,
not gonna work.
if that makes you uncomfortable,
yeah,
if you
it
don't
is.
really want to, but it also just gets you going. I mean, you will. it will feel like you're drinking espresso, but also caffeine does suppress hunger.
Yeah, so if you are cutting,
If you are cutting, then
Caffeine
yes,
will
it's a
help.
great. Yeah.
Is that a Sabrina Carpenter reference?
Huh?
oh, do you know who Sabrina Carpenter is?
Yeah, and she
Okay.
wasn't she on Disney Channel? Now she's like a weird stud or something.
I think so.
I
Sure.
don't know, dude.
I think she was on Disney Channel.
Yeah.
What surprised me?
I
Who
thought
is
she
that?
said something racist to this one
Bro.
black girl or something. She got kicked
Yeah,
out.
that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're trying to cut, yeah, seriously, get some pre-workout. It's just,
It helps.
it is expensive. I mean,
Do you know what isn't? Well, you know what will help with that expense?
A job.
yeah.
Code RJ for 15% off.
This guy, okay.
Yeah, that's right. I still got the sponsorship.
Yes.
I'm gonna cut to it. We're going to Waffle House. We found a couple of tough items at the Target. We didn't buy anything because we're a bunch of teenage hooligans that have nothing better to do than go to Target. But we are actually going to get something at Waffle House. I barely eaten today, so I've saved up calories. I've saved up calories for a good old all-star meal.
I will have the bread and toast. I mean, the bread and coffee.
Bro wants the bread and bread.
Bread and more bread.
Dude, you know where I haven't been, like, in years?
Coles.
Oh, Panera.
Really?
Yes, dude, I've been to Panera in
I
years.
just went to Panera last week.
Alright. Nate and Garrett, wait, no. Garrett wasn't with me when we went to Buckle, that was Liam.
Huh?
That
Are
was
you talking about Buckle and Zona Rosa?
No, I'm talking about Buckle here,
Oh.
the one that we just drove past.
I also do the, what's it called? You get the band and then you stretch as hard as possible and then yeah, I do that. This is really stretch out my back and everything. And my shoulders, of course, but yeah. Wow. I really don't want to get a fucking injury because that sucked.
It's all the same post, too.
Oh fuck. Alright, yeah, but there's more after that, dude. He does not. I understand he has a kid and everything, but like, he really.
Oh, he does have a kid. You lock
No,
it
it's
in
locked
for the
in.
camera.
Yeah. It's fucking mad. Yeah. I really like. To go box.
Dude, and you were just out there posing too. We were mic'd up because it'd be a lot easier to hear us.
Maybe you should
We got
get some
this
mics.
ruckus going on.
Maybe you should get some mics.
I don't have any.
Maybe you should get some mics.
I don't have those ones with me.
There's some on Amazon you can get for like 20.
No, I have those still.
The ones you plug into your phone.
Yeah, but I don't have my gym bag. Oh, I'm going first? This was only like $10, so technically maybe this Sunday we could go to T-Shots as well, which we'll include in the video if we do. Tell me about your ball, man.
My ball is blue, and it's really big. And yeah.
Is your hand gonna get stuck in the wall?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, this is the start of the game. Started off with a strike.
That's
Better
pretty
than
good.
I thought it was gonna be. You're gonna like tear your bicep through bowling. Oh, come
Hey.
Hey, Nathan.
He's gonna have one at least.
He's cold with it. He's cold.
I slammed the ball into the ground and it popped flames accidentally. There we go. Oh my gosh, no way. How does that even work?
Dude, I'm gonna try your ball.
What's your thought plan for this next shot?
I'm just gonna do this, but harder. Here.
He's mad. Why did you start so far back?
Right.
Oh shoot.
How did that not do this?
What the hell?
I'm gonna do it right here.
He did a practice swing like it's golf.
Get it, Nathan, down the middle. That's it.
Hey! Okay.
Here we go. I figured out the strategy. I just need to get past Garrett. I just need to get
No, Riley just needs to stop getting lucky.
Lucky. This is all skill. Dude, I swear if one of the songs that they're playing is copyrighted, because YouTube's gonna pick it up.
Yeah. No shot.
Oh! Oh!
Oh my god. If he gets a strike right here, I quit.
I'll remain humble.
Finally.
I have 70 damn.
Let's go. Look, you missed. You missed one. There you go.
does that? How?
Thumbnail.
Never do that again. Nope.
It happened.
Wow, you've been using this the entire time. Wow, man, it's really helping.
Yeah, it's only 6, I think. 6 or 5.
Nathan, that was so aura. Trend Twins angle. Put your sleeve up just real quick.
No.
This is a Trend Twins angle.
It's just purely their arm.
Yeah.
When they fill the cards or whatever, and just like break it open and just like take hold of the cards and just see which ones have the most credits on them.
Yeah. Liberating.
If we cross the sea and kill our enemies,
What is this?
what was the rest of it? Will we finally be free?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Aaron. It like bounces back from the gutter and then gets
That's
us.
what I think it'll do.
Oh yeah.
He almost got so far.
Because
I'm like
Yeah,
that.
strike.
No, I'm like that. Oh, this is where the cigarette smell is. Dude, it's hooked up right now.
You can buy me a boat. Call me redneck, white trash, and
Oh,
What a trash car. Bounce out.
I was like, the main store's open, I was like, okay.
buy me a bone.
Well, now we know where the cigarette smell is coming from.
Where?
Buy me a 110 down with some
That's it, man.
okay. No way!
Bazooka.
Let's go!
It's fine. It's one thing.
Which one?
Right here, this one.
Yeah.
Wait.
Is that one good?
A little bit forward. A little bit back.
Is that good? Is that good?
A little bit that way. A little bit back. No, I mean this way. Oh. Oh. Yo!
All for free. Let's pass it to Garrett.
Just through.
Garrett!
He just won that. He just won that.
Guys, look at this.
Let's try it. Come up, first finish. Yeah, we can jack around in here later.
My job has the same thing. Go in that one room and just rob them.
No, I'm not doing that. Come on, Nathan.
Oh yeah. That back.
That's good though. That's good. That's good. All for some coleslaw.
That's that country. This is Garrett's last one. I mean, I won. It's impossible for him to win. Right. Good game.
Hey, we can play football with Lewis and Clark.
Yeah. We gotta get picks first. Bennett Park is freaky. It was definitely Paul.
Paul Moreno. No, Paul Moreno likes Leo more.
No, over here, bro.
Stewart and Cliff, isn't it? Knettle?
I don't know.
Ketchel? I think it's Ketchel. Stewart and Cliff Ketchel get cooked by a literal kid. That's what I'm gonna title the video. Or something like that. Anyways, this is Reader Paul's commentary on the Orthodox guy cooking Stewart and Cliff Ketchel. If you don't think that he actually cooked them, watch this video here, because that video is definitely going to be posted before this one. So watch this video here, where I do my commentary on the debate, and man, Stewart and Cliff are so out of their league on this. Stop listening to these demon-filled clowns. They're crazy. Yikes, welcome to late-stage Protestantism and its death throes. The public interaction of death, this public interaction is the death of intellectually honest Protestantism personified. Stewart and Cliff Ketchel are extremely well-known and respected Protestant apologists who have made waves engaging unbelievers on college campuses, and Cliff was even on Rogan recently. The context of this video is they were filming their interactions with students at MIT, and an Ethiopian Tahido Christian, which is not Orthodox, sadly, he stood up and engaged with them about the faith, and this young man absolutely cooked these two. It was basically a mercy killing of their apologetic careers. I don't know if I've ever witnessed a more gentle and thorough live evisceration of a Protestant apologist. He undeniably exposed their total ignorance of the Apostolic Fathers, of church history and the writings of the Apostolic Fathers, as well as the fact that they have no conception of the difference between Catholicism and Holy Orthodoxy. He had them so emotionally flustered that he repeatedly argued against Vatican I, II, and III. By the way, Vatican III doesn't exist. And had to repeatedly remind them he is not Catholic, so he rejects such counsels. Stewart was hostile right off the jump and clearly internally panicking due to his own awareness of being utterly and completely unprepared for this challenge. He was pacing and finicking, impatient, aggressive, and rude, and his responses were totally disjointed and made absolutely no sense at all. For those of us who have converted and had so many of these interactions with our friends and families and former churchgoers, we have all had this experience 1,000 different times. The only difference here is that in real life, people like this generally want to avoid this kind of interaction due to their self-awareness of their own willful ignorance. Not only did this young man catch them off guard, but it was also in a situation where cameras were rolling and they couldn't just blatantly reject the challenge or walk away. Honestly, at the risk of sounding overdramatic, this really feels like a providential moment in history for American Christianity. Ironically, an Orthodox friend of mine knows Cliff and Stewart personally, as she used to attend their church. A few months ago, she texted them in an attempt to arrange a private conversation with me and so I can engage them with the fatal problems with epistemology and sola scriptura. Unfortunately, they kind of blew her off and never expressed any interest. Now, months later, after putting off / rejecting the opportunity to have their errors corrected privately, God permitted that their ignorance be exposed to the whole world in a deeply humbling and even embarrassing situation. This is the kind of interaction that ought to have one of two results. If they are going to respond with intellectual integrity, they ought to literally shut down the cameras, stop all editing of new content, hold themselves down, and do a deep dive on church history until they have an ounce of a clue what they are talking about and can defend their beliefs against the Orthodox faith. They are now without excuse for their ahistorical heresies. 2, if they're going to respond with intellectual dishonesty by pretending this never happened, or refusing to humble themselves, either by failing to address this altogether or by addressing it without honestly engaging with the arguments, then this ought to be the end of their apologetic career, as not a soul on earth should take them serious anymore. You cannot be out here claiming to represent our Lord Jesus Christ, the truth himself, while simultaneously hardening your heart, searing your conscience, and despising the truth. This is the future of whatever the traces of Protestantism will remain. It will be a perspective nearly built upon prideful, willful ignorance, and delusion. We're pretty much there already. Pray for Cliff and Stewart that God would use this humiliation and experience to soften their hearts, humble them, and prick their conscience so as to earnestly accept the true faith in due time. And pray for this brilliant, articulate, and pious young man that God would honor his zeal by bringing him all the way home to the true church. Or even better, that the monotheists would repent of their heresy and heal their schism. So that is Reader Paul. I've used him a couple times in my other debunking videos. So that was his take on the debates. I'm going to be doing an in-depth, well, it's already up if you're watching this now. I'm doing an in-depth of the entire debate. I have the debate recorded so I can look at it and I can talk over everything. So that's going to be there. I'm just going to throw it up on the screen, but go into the description of this video and go watch it. Me and Garrett are hitting legs today. It's Saturday, so it's leg day. So, you got anything to add about this situation?
Vatican III.
Vatican III. Vatican III before GTA 6.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a
Theologian.
Yeah, whatever, you know. I'm not a genius or anything, but
You could even tell that was bad.
That just didn't seem right, you know, like bringing up Martin Luther when the one student was bringing up like the first couple hundred years of Christianity. That's just, that guy came up in what, the 1500s or something, so it's like a whole millennia after.
And then Stewart completely changes the thing. Whenever the guy talks about St. Paul saying that Christians are literally dying for falsely taking the Lord's Supper, which, why would God punish and kill those who are falsely taking a symbol? If it's just symbolic, why does it matter which way we take it?
Yeah.
So Stewart, he's like, you gotta look at the context, and then he starts talking about head coverings and the sex goddess issue at Ephesus during the Ephesians letters. Neither of those have anything to do with it. Hold on, this was my favorite part of the debates. So you believe in the infallibility of the councils?
Which councils?
You mean like the ecumenical ones? There's a lot of councils. Well, yes, there is. There's a whole lot of councils that we could talk about in this predicament time about this specific issue. Like, they can't give him a straight answer, and then Big Daddy Cliff has to jump in and save his son because his son looks like he's on the verge of tears. Daddy Cliff has to step in. Who's the ultimate authority? Christ and his body, the church. No. Hold on, let me do the stance. No. Tell me what the church is. Okay, so in Paul's letter, no, you gotta give me a straight answer, even though we haven't given you one this entire time. Okay, so the church is, you know what? Nice to meet you, man. We're gonna end this here. Like, it's a joke. They're jokes. They're clowns. Stop listening to them. To the workout.
Wait, there was one more letter. It was like.
can't see them at all. Oh, dude, I'm so out of energy. Should I start? Okay, you're good.